Trevor Davies the Awesomeness here. Now, for my birthday, I went up north into Canada, and so here's an overview of the day we left, aka my birthday. I didn't start recording until we got to the Mackinac Bridge, so I'll skip right to when we got there. So now we are once again crossing the mighty Mackinac Bridge. So we are going to be exiting the lower peninsula of Michigan, going towards the upper peninsula. You've seen me do this rodeo plenty of times before. If you've watched any of my other travel videos, y'all know about this. But and then here's the typical rumbling sound when you're going over this part of the mighty Mac. But even though it is hazy and you can't see Mackinac Island in the distance, or you can hardly see it, we did see seems to be like a carrier or some kind of freighter that looks somewhat reminiscent of a navy or navy ship or something. Pretty interesting. We're seeing this crossing right now, and traffic crossing the bridge is crazy. We're now finally in the upper peninsula, and we gotta pay $4 toll. Now we're crossing over the bridge, going towards Canada. This part of the, is that Sioux Locks or is it below here? We're going into Canada, y'all. And we have our passports ready.
In a quarter mile, continue on to International Crossing, Sault Ste Marie International Bridge.
Well, we are getting into Canada.
Welcome to Canada.
That's right, welcome to Canada, y'all. So funny. Now we're driving Highway 17 north in Canada as we pass through Sault Ste. Marie, and we're on our way to the place we are staying, Twilight Resort in Montreal River Harbor, near the southern boundary of Lake Superior Provincial Park, a very remote section on the eastern coast of Lake Superior. And this drive has been definitely interesting so far, but we've also learned that prices in Canada are a lot higher than in the U.S., so you know, comparing Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan to Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, man, the jump in prices was crazy. I don't know how else to put it. So this is the inside of our cabin. This is the room I'll be staying in. And that's the bathroom, shower in there. And I chose this room. And yeah, and then there's the view out to Lake Superior in our cabin. So now on the second day of the trip, we decided to go up the coast into Lake Superior Provincial Park and go to Agua Bay, Catherine Cove, Old Woman Bay, up into Wawa and Mississippi, and from Mississippi come back to Twilight Resort. We did a lot that day. Good morning, y'all. So we just left Twilight Resort and we are heading up to go into Lake Superior Provincial Park. So it's going to be a beautiful day. So if you haven't already noticed, throughout this retrospective of the trip, I put recordings, sped up recordings of the drive to show the entire drives. And so, you know, or for the most part anyway. And so here's a shot going up Highway 17 to Agua Bay Beach in the southern portion of Lake Superior Provincial Park. This entire highway was so beautiful to traverse, let me tell you. Okay, now we are at Agua Bay Beach and Campground. So this is towards the southern end of Lake Superior Provincial Park, because didn't I mention that there's the park is. There's a nice visitor center back that way in the woods. Looking northbound, you can see my Nana there, picking up some rocks. And we will make sure we apply the bug spray when we get back to the car to go to the other spots, because the bugs have been kind of getting at us now. You can see in the distance, there's some wind turbines up there. I don't know if you can see them. I can, but I don't know if you'll see them here. But in the way I'm showing this, you'll see the lines of the wind turbines. Anyway, nice calm day on the lake. There's definitely a few islands out in the water, as you can see. And we had to find the little boardwalk to get onto the beach, because look at this. You have a little river, a little creek going right on the beach. A little river right there or something. River mouth again? Another river mouth? Not sure. Oh yeah, look, it is a little river mouth. Look at this. It's a very skinny one, though. Like, look at this. So skinny, but you can see it going into Superior here. Look at that. I bet even the little water flowing like this is probably really cold. But anyway, I am going to try to step over it down on the other side of the beach. Now this is Agua Bay Scenic Lookout right over Highway 17, Ontario Highway 17. So you can see we were down somewhere that way on the beach. And now we're over the highway on a gorgeous lookout on top of this rocky ledge. Beautiful views, y'all. So this is when we were driving from the Agua Bay Scenic Lookout to Catherine Cove. And as you can continue to see with the driving, and, you know, throughout the driving that we had been doing during the trip, you can see all these different, you know, hills and rocky ledges, the bluffs and stuff, and the woods. I mean, the terrain gets very crazy. And as you can see, there are a lot of lookouts here over Lake Superior, like at this little ledge on our way to Catherine Cove. You can see there are a lot of bugs that splatted all over Nana's car, as you can see here. But yeah, as you can see, the road goes like up and down with the hilly bluffs, and the boreal woods of Lake Superior Provincial Park is very beautiful. Now we're at Catherine Cove, a nice little beach right off the highway. Nice little cove. I see why they call it cove. See, the highway's literally right there, but such a beautiful little beach. See someone over there walking on the rocks. I'm sure I could do that, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that right now. We got a lot of stuff that we're gonna go do, so, but I did want to show this off. It's a cute little cove, and I'm glad we stopped at it. Now, from this stretch from Catherine Cove heading up to Old Woman Bay, the rocky terrain really got rocky. Like, as you can see in this shot right here, as we were coming by this ginormous rocky cliff. I mean, and then more of the bluffs. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's obviously very wooded. And then, me and my Nana, when we were driving this, we were like, how do these trees grow on some of these rocks? Because the terrain is so rugged. But, I mean, I'm not exactly sure. But, I mean, I guess that's a geological thing to do some research on. But we did see a lot of people at times that, like construction workers, that would be on these rocks, probably making sure that they don't crumble or have, parts of them, crash down onto the road. You know how you have those classic rock falls and landslides and all that. I mean, those, you can tell on a road like Ontario Highway 17. I mean, you can see here, that's a risk you have to consider when you're driving. And, you don't have many people living up in this rural kind of region. So, I mean, you know, you notice the vehicles, while very few of them, they go fast. I mean, and you don't have much pullouts to turn. And, I mean, it's a very beautiful drive, but certainly things to consider to when you're driving this road is the lack of places to pull off to turn around or something. If say you accidentally drive by something, because the signs creep up on you really fast. If you're looking for a sign to turn somewhere, you got split second to see the sign and make your decision. They come up fast. But just something to consider when you're driving the route. Very beautiful route, as you can see. I mean, and you'll see here in a moment why Old Woman Bay is called it. It's a very beautiful beach, though. So, I mean, a lot of people go to it. But yeah, definitely we had to go a bit inland, so a bit of some more driving before reaching it. Also, quickly pausing the drive here to show you a picture I took along the drive at this section. And they're all over Ontario Highway 17. Moose crossing signs. Be careful and be aware of them. They're all over the place. You guys probably haven't even been keeping track of how many moose crossing signs there have been along our drive up through this whole region. I mean, they've been all over Ontario Highway 17, both in Lake Superior Provincial Park and basically anywhere along the east side of Lake Superior. Now we're at Old Woman Bay, which, funny name, I know, but the reason they call it that is because, you see this cliff? The outline of the edge kind of resembles the shape of an old woman, I guess, from when you look at her from the side. And I guess they say this is supposed to be reminiscent of the shape of the face of Old Lady Nokomis, who is a local, I guess a local historical legend or something around here. Not sure. But nonetheless, it is a beautiful beach. And there's the Old Woman River over there that empties into Lake Superior here. And yeah, beautiful beach, nice coastline, you know, definitely rugged Ontario, Canada wilderness for you. But yeah, there's the Old Woman. We'll zoom in on it. Gotta imagine how difficult it would be to be standing on that. I mean, that's so much rock rugged shore. Look at all this driftwood in the water, too, right off the beach. So from Old Woman Bay up into Wawa was only like 10-15 minute drive. Like, it's very close to Wawa. And once we got into Wawa, we went to see the different goose statues up there. And yeah, it was certainly interesting doing that since, well, my dad hates geese, and they poop all over our yard back at home, so I figured I'd be goofy and send him a few pictures up at the geese up there, the goose statues. But anyway, yeah, it's actually, Wawa has about 3,000 people in it. I mean, that's not saying it's a big town by any means, but I mean, you've seen how much of this stretch of road has been very remote. So it's like when you get into Wawa, it's like, oh my goodness, actual civilization? I mean, seriously, when you're driving on this road like this. And see, like, there we go into Wawa right now. That sign introduces you into the town and you start seeing some hotels and such. And now we are in the town of Wawa, Ontario, and we are at the well-known Wawa Goose statue. And you look over a lake over the highway down there too. Nice day today. There's like an airplane strip over there. So, yeah, the Wawa Goose, because apparently Wawa stands for goose. I didn't know that till just recently, honestly. So, yeah, isn't that crazy? Look at that big old goose. My dad hates geese, so it's funny. We're right in front of a giant goose. That is funny. I happen to be starting to walk back to the car from the goose statue, and I see this great airplane up here. No, not airplane, helicopter up here. I don't know what that is that it's carrying, but wow, that is huge. Whatever it's carrying, that is huge. What is that? What is it doing? What are you trying to do? By the way, here's another goose statue here in Wawa, right by the Young's General Store. This one's funny looking. I love this one, for sure. The other one's cool too, though. So now we are at Mississippi Sandy Beach. Now, I don't know how to pronounce the Mississippi. You'll see, I typed it out in text for you, so if y'all know how to say that word, tell me in the comments. We're at the Sandy Beach here, and this is well, we all know it's on the eastern shore of Lake Superior, but this is, if you look at it on a map, you'll see it's kind of in like a corner, like how the shore has been coming from the south, but then here it starts to just westward a bit before going back north towards the top of the lake. So this is about halfway up Superior, if you look at it on the map. But anyway, we're enjoying the beach. Classic Trevor move of putting his feet in Lake Superior, and how frigid cold it is, like Arctic water, that it is. But that being said, it's a nice 72-degree day out here, nice and sunny. As we're coming back from, okay, so first off, there's a truck. But we're coming back from Mission Cotton, and we see a waterfall over here called the Silver Falls. And we're on this bridge. I had to make sure this truck moved over for us. So yeah, it goes down the river there. Very cool waterfall over there. And there's a sign saying how many kilometers to different parts of the world, where my nana's standing there. But yeah, beautiful Silver Falls in Mississippi Cotton. And here's the car. So another quick view of Silver Falls. We're off the bridge now, and you can see it through here. Gotta watch your step. But yep, there's Silver Falls over there. Look at that. So beautiful. trees surrounding it. So beautiful. So yeah, Silver Falls of Michipicoten. And only about 3,775 kilometers to the North Pole. So there's that. How far to Toronto is 919. And that sign is pretty rusty. Australia is 18,000. I don't know if y'all can see it, but yeah, I read. So the third day, we decided to go not too far and go to some spots a little bit south of the resort. Went to Pancake Bay and Botswana Bay first, and then stopped at Alona Bay on the way back. Here we are this morning at Pancake Bay Provincial Park. Half hour down the road or so from Twilight Resort. So, this is a nice little sandy beach. And if you're brave enough like me to go into Lake Superior, as always, we have a lot of open space to do it. And the gentleman at the park office was nice enough to let us park for free here because it is usually you can only buy a day pass, but we're only going to be here for like half hour, 45 minutes. Or at least he asked if we could be that long. I don't know how long we'll end up being here for, but probably about that time. But yeah, nice beautiful stop. And now we're just down the road from Pancake Bay, a couple miles, to Botswana Bay. And this is this little beach, this whole beach is one single provincial park. It's a pretty small one. But anyway, I was just talking to someone I met down there who's from Quebec, and now he's talking to my nana because their dog really likes me and my nana. The dog's name is Cookie. I could go for a cookie right now. Anyway, yeah, very nice little beach. There's like some big islands over there, more Lake Superior coastline. And nice little spot. Now you do have to go across the road because there are no parking spots on the beach side of the road. But, you just gotta watch for the traffic because you don't get a lot of cars up here, but that comes at the cost of the cars coming super fast because they know when there's not a lot of cars around, you can just speed right through. But yeah, nice, beautiful beach. And so, yeah. We stopped at another little cove here along Highway 17. So we're north of Pancake Bay, heading back towards Twilight Resort. And yeah, look at this beautiful little cove here. There was a little pull-up up there where the car is. Someone's walking up there too. They were surfing, but we can cover that. Okay, but yeah. Right stop here. Little beautiful view. There's constantly a bunch of these along this road. So very scenic ride. Now we're at another stop along the road, but this one doesn't really have Nana's just parked on the side of the road, but if you're able to do that and you want to walk out to here, just be careful across the road, but nice beautiful spot on Lake Superior, and there's a little inland lake right there too. Cool. And now we are stopped along the way at Alona Bay Scenic Lookout. I'm right along the road here because the trail down, you have to go across the fence and you get down that way. See how far down the beach is? And I'm not going to do that. Too treacherous. And see, there is a lookout spot over there where you can park, but it's hard to see the views because there's so many trees blocking it. So if you want to try to get views, you're going to have to either bend down at some spots between the trees or walk a little bit down here, which as long as you stay on the dirt here, you'll be fine. And yeah. Hey, y'all. Trevor D. No, wait, I'm not doing my intro. What the heck? Anyway, yeah, so, after we got back to Twilight Resort from checking out Botswana Bay and Pancake Bay and all that, yeah, we've been chilling in the cabin, but we came outside to see the sunset. It's about to be fully set in a minute here, but it's definitely a bright one, a bright, like, reddish color out there kind of right now. I guess I've been hearing some things about strawberry moon occurring lately, so I guess it could be that. But I feel like it doesn't look as red as some other things. I'm not sure. But anyway, beautiful view, and unfortunately we have to go home tomorrow, but we're still gonna do some things on the road back, so we'll show you that for sure. And so on June 8th, we started heading, checked out from Twilight Resort. On our way back, stopped at Harmony Beach, Haviland Bay, and Gros Cap Bluffs before entering back into the U.S. through Sault Ste. Marie to come all the way back home. Now we are at Harmony Beach. We're kind of coming down 17, heading back towards Sault Ste. Marie to then go home from there. We're stopping at some spots here, enjoying the views, taking our time and enjoying before we go back. Because we won't get too many more views of Lake Superior, so we're taking in these views of Lake Superior while we can before we get past the season going south towards home. So, but we still get to enjoy some more views for now. So taking the nice waves, nice sound, a very nice seclusion that we get in a. Also, by the way, yeah, still at Harmony Beach, but I almost forgot to mention the road we're located on, or that road right there, whatever. The sign says Yorchuk Drive. Is that what it said? That's a funny name of a road. Yorchuk. Okay. Now, just down the road from Harmony Beach is Haviland Bay of Lake Superior. And so Haviland Bay has a little beach here, and right off the road, and we are at it right now. These giant cliffs up here. There's a truck, Aqua Fishery, is here too. But yeah, enjoying the beach. Continues stopping. See the beaches and such here. Down here at the edge of the Gros Cap Bluffs, west of Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. So you can see across to the Michigan side over there. Y'all probably remember when I've been to Point Iroquois. That's way back in there. Y'all know I've been over there before. But yeah, over here on the Ontario side, you're at the base of the bluffs, which you can definitely see from Point Iroquois. And if you watch my videos on that, you'll see what I mean. But yeah, nice little beautiful spot over here. Nice sitting, relaxing. Whoa, you gotta be careful of the rocks though. Looks like someone threw something on that rock over there. But yeah, so we're gonna be getting out of Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, heading home. So that's gonna be a bit sad, but to get out of the Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, and Ontario and going south towards home. But I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, so lovely up here. It's amazing. There's a trail here, here at the Gros Cap Bluffs. You know, you'll see where I was. I'm walking this trail. But I'm not gonna do too much of it because I have to be back for my Nana. She kind of gave me 10 minutes. She said she wanted me back. So we're just gonna check it out. But, pretty muddy here. Maybe I'll go, is this side any less muddy? No, it's not, but you know what? We'll figure it out. Yeah. Okay, here we go. And this trail might take us up on the bluffs to give us a different view. Okay, well, I don't think I'm gonna go up in there, but I can try this. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna, I mean, maybe I'll climb this. I don't know. All we get a view from here, so I mean. Okay, so I did decide to come up the rocks there, and you could keep going, but I'm not going to for the sake of my Nana needing me back. But here's on top of the bluffs, or part of the bus. Maybe not the very top of the bus, but we're up above the water, as you can see. And see, we were down there. See where her car is down there? Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna head back there, but at least I got to come up here on the bluffs a little bit. And yeah, we're gonna go back down. Well, we're leaving Canada. We're going back into the US here shortly, so. Man, it's been interesting being in Canada these past few days. It almost makes me a bit melancholy that we're, heading home, But, we're still up north, so I mean, that's very nice, of course. We're about to get into the USA. God bless America.